Hello guys, today I'm going to be doing another reading vlog for you that no one asked for once again, but maybe you did ask for it, I don't know. This is future me who has not even exported my ACOMAF reading vlog, so you might have wanted this anyway. But anyway, we're going to be doing the reading vlog for The Beautiful and the Known and the maybe generic Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I've heard everything about this book, literally. I even watched a 20-minute vlog from Witty Novels, which is the thing that made me read this book. So, here we go, we're going. I finished the first book last week, and now I'm going to be doing this. So you're going to watch me read this. It's going to be lit, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so it's page 17. It is time for me to... My sister's obsessed with this too. Anyway, I'm not obsessed with. Anyway, I'm really not. We're page 17, and Iantha is a new character. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm sorry, but anyway, so they're talking and stuff. She's her wedding coordinator or something, and they're talking. And Favor's talking about the world and stuff, and she's talking about how she's one of the 12 high priestesses who together govern their sisters across every territory in Prythian. They're ancient, celibate, and quiet. Somehow, they're ancient, celibate, and quiet, but the high lords of the courts, they can do whatever they want. They have actual freaking ceremonies where they literally go and have sex. What is this book? I already am so mad. I hate this world. Why is it like this? This isn't really even a note, but I just really want to say this. I want to talk about this in length in a legit video, but Sarah J. Maas has this issue where when she wants a certain ship to work, she literally discredits everyone else that could have been a legitimate ship, and then destroys their characters completely, and then everyone in the entire world ends up loving the new ship because that's what she wants them to do. It's so trashy. In here, Tamlin and her were perfect in the last book. I actually shipped them at a certain time. I hated them because they were generic, but at some parts I actually did ship them. And now it's he's really he's basically the same person. He's protecting her, he loves her, and stuff like this, and she's muttering that she loves him. She doesn't like any of the presents that he gives her. She doesn't even paint anymore. It's just why? This is an entire 360. She literally almost got herself killed doing to save him because she loved him, and now all of a sudden she doesn't anymore.
Love interest, and then you just completely
that's so stupid. That's right. And everybody literally falls victim to this, and I'm just no one's gonna call this out. Okay, so page 22, 23, 20 just popped off. I hated it. Obviously, it's so generic. Jesus, I can't wait to roast every YA scene like this ever. But anyway, I just really feel bad because it's during the thing, he's telling her that he loves her and she doesn't respond. And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry for earlier. And she's like, oh, it's fine. I understand, but it's really a lie. It's not quite true. And he's just telling her, you're everything to me. I love you so much. I can't let anything happen to you. And she's like, I know. And she doesn't give a fudge. It's just wow. You just are shunning him for literally just wanting you safe. It's so stupid. What is everybody's deal with hating Tamlin? I guess. Get out. Get out. You're doing too much. I guess I do get why people hate Tamlin now, apparently, from this one page. Now you just do it too much. Really? Get out. Okay, wait, shut up. So basically, they're whatever, and then he's like, there's no such thing as a high lady, and then she's like, oh my god, there's no such thing, and he's like, high lords only take wives and consorts. There's never been a high lady. Of course, more bullcrap. And then she's like, but Lucian's mother, she's a lady of the autumn court, not a high lady, and you'll be lady of the spring court, and they'll address you just as they address her, and they respect you, and they respect her. So and I'm triggered, and Favor's triggered, and I'm just why? Why? And then she's like, so Lucy, and she's trying to talk to him, and then she's like, oh, I don't want to hear them announce names from your lips right now.
You're just making me mad.
Kill yourself, Tamlin! I'm conflicted AF because in the last video you saw me yelling about how much I hated Tamlin, which is kind of fake because I said that I wasn't going to feel what everybody else feels. But anyway, whatever. Now I feel bad again because it's he's terrified of seeing her in enemy hands. Again, because of Amarantha and all the bullcrap she has to go through, she still has to have PTSD from that. It's just can you understand? You understand where he's coming from. Chill on him. I know people are going to be like, oh my god, I'm so triggered by this line Lucian just said. So they're talking about, oh, does Tamlin just expect me to wear dresses my whole life and be pretty and whatever? And then Lucian is like, isn't that what all human women wish for? A handsome fairy lord to wed and shower them with riches for the rest of their lives? Honestly.
But he's right, though. He got a reason to be.
He's exactly right. Because y'all, you're bugging. Because Pharaoh literally in the last book literally loved him for that. All the stuff he would give for him and stuff, and now she wants to be fake. And
now she being
360.
Fake. I want to know why she being fake.
Why are you changing your entire views on everything? Okay, so I've come to an agreement. I never liked Tamlin, but a lot of people did in the first book, and now they hate him because he's being all overprotective or whatever. He literally was like that in the last book. She literally died in front of him. He heard her neck snap, and she got to come back. You really think he's gonna let her run into anybody's hands again, like, just like that? Especially when she's still having side effects. And also, it's custom for the wives to never marry the husband, whatever. She didn't know about this custom. That's tragic. They're trying to rebuild their nation, and she's just automatically like, oh my god, I hate this. Oh my god, I can't deal with it. Oh my god, I don't want to. So then just say you don't want to marry him, because these are the customs, these are our rules, and they're trying to rebuild their country. So they just, why? Why is she acting so triggered about this? This is what they need. If you don't want to be a part of it, then leave. Yo, okay, wait.
Oh my
Wait a minute. So, they're all at the wedding, and everybody's ready, and there's like 300 people there, and Alias is like, oh my god, go. Like, she's like coughing, like, walk, and she's walking, and then she's having PTSD about the flowers, and the petals, and the blood, and all that stuff. She's like, oh my god, somebody help me. I can't do this. I can't do this. Help me. Oh my god. And then all of a sudden, thunder crashed across the sky. Everybody's like, oh my god. Next thing you know, hello, favorite darling, Resan. That was hilarious, honestly. Earlier I didn't record it, but I was like, if Resan crashes his wedding, I swear on my life. But he was like, my mate is in trouble, because their mate, I can tell, I can feel it from the last book. Oh my god, she's in trouble. Gotta go save her. Tam was gonna be pissed. So this is hilarious. So Reese obviously scooped her up, and she's, oh my god, why are you doing this? I didn't ask for anybody to help me. I didn't say anything. Yeah, she was about to, like, legitimately reject Tamlin in front of 300 people, so she should shut up. Anyway, so they're talking and stuff, and then he's like, you can go wherever you want. You know, you can roam as you wish. And she was like, I wish to roam home. She's lying. She didn't want to be home in the first place. What a liar. And then she literally threw a shoe at him, and it, like, hit him in the head.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. And then she already had the other shoe. He's like, I dare you. Oh my god, she threw the other one.
Oh my god.
But he grabbed it. Oh my god, she literally like dissolved the shoe. Interesting.
Oh my god.
He's teaching her how to read, and she's like trying to figure it out. She's like, you look. And at the end, she's like, you look delicious today, Farrah. Is that what you wrote? That's so funny. This is hilarious. So they're talking about, oh my god, there are no high ladies, and then Resan's like, yes there are, there can be, and even if you are so powerful because all 7 of us made you. You have powers and stuff. And she's like, no, Tamlin won't allow it. And then I was like, please, Tamlin isn't your keeper. I turned the page. Tamlin isn't your keeper. Is not on good terms with us right now because she thinks it's okay. She came back, Tamlin's hugging her. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys are cute. It's okay to not ship them, but still, like, you can't, like, hate Tamlin.
Cut off.
Next thing you know, he's like, okay, I need you to tell me the layout of the Night Court, what Resan is doing, who he's talking to, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, I didn't realize I was a spy. Yeah, me either. And then on the next page, she literally just tells him everything. And he's like, she remembers that Resan said, because I trust you. What? No, he didn't scramble your freaking mind. I just straight up bully. So Tamlin and her are doing their little makeup scene, and then they're looking and like, oh my god, you know, talking over. And I appreciate their scenes like this because it's like they come to an understanding instead of just fighting and then being over it, whatever. And then they're fighting and stuff, and they're making up, and then they get to the topic of the marriage or whatever, and she's like, you know, and then he's like, oh, so you don't want to marry me? And it was just so fetus, and I was just triggered, and she was like, of course I do, you know, but you're just drowning me, and I just can't deal with it. And her feelings got so out of whack that, like, another one of her secret powers, like, popped out, and I'm just like, and now they're all just looking in the room, and Tamlin's, like, really sad, and he can't get to her because she has a bubble of protection around herself, like, not even just mental, like, physical too, like, she doesn't want to touch him. It's just, why is this happening? So, Resan came again to pop and take her and stuff, and Tamlin's triggered about it. It's so funny, though, because they are standing in the hallway, and then he's like, oh my god, if you end your bargain right now, I'll give you anything you want. He's like, I already have everything I want, and stepped around Tamlin as if he were a piece of furniture. I had not felt this strongly about a ship in like 30,000 mother effing years. I love them so much. I'm just like, when they're like talking and having interactions, like she like froze a book or something and like threw it. I I love them. Oh no. So he put a barrier around the house so that she cannot leave, but everyone else can. This is bad. Tamlin! It's like, it's a point where your protection is too much. It's like, okay, you're protecting her, fine, but he won't tell her anything.
You have
He
to let
lied.
her live her life.
Exactly.
Bruh.
He lied about, oh shoot, she shouldn't train, and now she can't get out of the barrier. It's just like
Because
my dude. So they're in the night courts, like, city, and it's really nice, and I'm like, yes, of course it's the city. Yes, my heart is soaring. So they're in the city, and we met, we haven't met really, but basically we know that Recent has an inner circle basically thing, kind of like the 13 with Manon in Throne of Glass. And Amarin, a woman, is his second in command, and I thought that was really nice, you know. Yeah, I was about to compare him to Tamlin, but everybody else does that, so I'm just like, why? Like, I don't really care. Tamlin is not that bad of a person. He just makes some really stupid decisions. Anyway, back to the greatness. Amarin is his second in command, and Moore is his third in command. So that's beautiful. Cassian and Azriel apparently are like fourth and fifth or whatever. I'm living. This is great. I love their friendship. It's really nice. Oh my god. Oh my god. She would never say that. Y'all. Okay. Oh. So her and Reese are talking, and he's like, okay, tell me something you're thinking. I'll tell you something I'm thinking. And he was like, you know, oh my god. So he was like, you know, he like told her about how, you know, Amaranth, wait, let me go back. I'm going to read it. Like, not all of it, but thinking that I spent 15 years locked up in under the mountain, and like, you know, I'm grateful to be having a night like this. And she was like, I'm thinking that I can't believe I let them, like, show me so little of the Spring Corps that I just fell in love with the first thing that showed me a hint of kindness and safety. We love Stelena being ended at this moment. I'm sorry. So Rhysand and Feyre just had dinner, and it was really cute and crazy too, because they were talking about Hybern and how they're gonna do stuff, and they're gonna do prison and stuff. So they're like, I think they're flying or talking or something. Him and Feyre, and then he's just explaining like basically what happened to him like under the mountain, and how he basically protected his people and stuff, and how he would do anything for his friends. And I'm just like, yes. And then he was just like, you know, you let those people, you know, you let everybody else think the worst about you, and he's like, as long as the people who matter know the truth, I don't care about the rest. Yes, I felt that. This just popped Chuff off. Oh my god, did you see that? So basically, they got back from the other under the mountain and was talking to the bone carver, and they learned a bunch of stuff. And to test Feyre's tracking abilities, they're going to this other place with this weaver lady who's like blind but like has something of Rhysand's. So they're gonna see if she can track it, and if she can, then she passed the test. Anyway, they're on the way, and they're talking and stuff, and it's a really nice interaction. You know, before this, they were like putting on armor and stuff, and he was like kneeling in front of her. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Anyway, so they're like talking and stuff. Basically, they're discussing, and then they're like, you know, why does Cassian care? He's like, well, you know, he probably just wants to get you in his bed. And she's like, oh, you know, okay, you know, tell him to come to my room, you know. And then he's like, if you survive. And she's like, you seem pleased by the idea that I won't. And he's like, quite the opposite, you know. I'll let Cassian know you're open. And then she's like, good. And she's about to walk away, and he like grabs her chin or something, and then he's like, "Did you enjoy the sight?" Oh my god! And then he asked her, "Did you enjoy the sight of me kneeling before you?" Like, whoa. Oh, now after this craziness with Iantha, the memory and stuff, he's like talking, and she's like trying to figure stuff out. She's like, "Oh my god, wait, Lucian hates her too. Oh my god, what if now that I'm gone, she tried to get Tamlin? Oh my god, it's just craziness. I hate that this book is in first person, only Feyre's point of view. Who cares about Feyre? I'm trying to see what's going on with all the rest of the characters. Like, in Illyrian, the females are bred and taken, and their freedom and their wings are taken away. And in the Court of Nightmares, their virginity is sold to the highest bidder, whoever is going to be, like, good enough for their family. Can we just, like, nuclear bomb these places? I'm just asking. This turned into a fanfiction so fast. They're at the house, and dinner's about to be done. And she's like, I'm guessing you're going to stay the morning? Of course they're going to stay the morning. 2 bedrooms with 2 beds. There's only 1 bed. So sorry. And they're in the room, and she's like, and he's like taking his clothes off, and she's like, I just realized I don't have anything to sleep in. Oh my god. fanfiction hours. So they were training, well, she was training, and then Rhysand left, and basically he was using her as bait for this adder thing that they knew was following her. So then Azriel took it, and then she was actually mad, you know, because why are you using her as bait? You know, she's triggered. So then he was like, you know, you gotta try her a little bit harder than that, because she forgot. She keeps forgetting that she's strong and that she can fight and that she's a beast. So she, like, they were like dancing, where she was like trying to catch him, and he kept like disappearing, and then she finally got him and tackled him to the snow. Best scene ever. I'm just living right now. She was like on top of him, and she was like, you know, you don't ever do that again. Don't use me as bait. Teach me. It was just really nice scene. I stand. So they're talking and they're walking, and then they're like cut scenes to her. She's like sitting in bed, and then a piece of paper flew out. You know, like they were passing notes earlier. There's some school kids. Anyway, and then he was like, you know, from earlier, he was like, you know, I might be a flameless flirt, but at least I don't have a horrible temper. You know, you should come tend to my wounds because like I'm bruised because she was like hitting him and stuff earlier. Hilarious. So then she's like, you go lick your own wounds and leave me be. And he's like, I'd rather you did it. Yes. I should. I'm screaming, y'all. I'm screaming. Look at this. Look. Why is it not focusing? I can't. I'm gonna continue reading. You're gonna watch me read this wherever you want to leave me, Feyre. Yes. I'm on a horse screaming about these people. I just ship y'all so much. Please, I just love you too. A nice representation of diversity in Sarah J. Maas books. Because we just went to the summer court. We're at the summer court now in Adariata. I'm sorry, I want to pronounce it right, but I don't know how. Anyway, yes, and the High Lord there is a black dude. So bless. Summer court is like, you know, welcoming them, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're talking to Cressida, princess of Adariata, and then all of a sudden this other person pops up next to her, and he's the younger brother, Varian, who's also, I think, is going to be really cool, and he's the captain of Tarquin's guard. Why is Throne of Glass attacking me? I missed the captain of the guard. So there's the summer court, and stuff is just kind of popping off because Feyre obviously is trying to get the book or whatever, and they're all there, and Cressida likes Rhysand. Apparently, I didn't know this, but she does. And okay, so that's happening, and like she was trying to make him jealous the night before, and now the morning after, literally he's like talking up a storm with Cressida, and she's like triggered, and then she doesn't come out of her room anymore because she doesn't want to see him coming in breakfast with her. I'm just like, chill, you already like chill, you can't be jealous now. It's just like, why? Stop being triggered. So Tarquin took Feyre to like this jewelry shop or something, and like they're talking, and it's a really nice, cute conversation. I like Tarquin's character a lot. I hope we get to see a lot more of him in the next half of this book. But anyway, and they're talking, he's being so nice, and he's like a fetus, he's like really nice to her and stuff, and I'm just depressed because it's like they could be great friends, but she's literally there to go behind his back, and I'm just sad about it. I just can't deal with it. Oh my god, so this is just depression. So she went back, and he's like in her room or whatever, and she's just sitting, and they're talking about like, you're jealous, you know, the normal conversation. And he's like, yeah, I was, but she's like, you're jealous because I smile at him? No. He said he was jealous because he's not the sort of person that someone could just fall in love with. I just hate my life because she told him that it would be easy to fall in love with him. Like she told Tarquin, I just hate myself. I'm so sad. So it's the day that they're going to do this thing where they go and find the book in the place or whatever. And her and Tarquin had this day together, and then they came back, and then they had dinner, and then they were about to go to bed and stuff, and then he kissed her on the cheek and said that he was wishing it wasn't her last evening. I'm just like, what? I don't want them to. I love the summer court so much. They must be protected, or they must protect themselves. Oh, okay, so they went back to Valeris, and then they were sitting at the table, and Rhysand had a box, right? And in the box was these blood rubies. And I'm like, what does that mean? And Rhysand was like, they send them when a grave insult has been committed and when a price is on your head. Jeez, Rhysand, freaking Feyre, I just thank you for making enemies of my favorite people. I just hate my life. I wish they would leave me alone, you guys. I wish this camera didn't take so long to turn on because I just be screaming and y'all be missing it. But oh my god, okay. So they're flying to another under the mountain because he's going to the court of nightmares, and they're flying, and she's flirting with him because he's all worried and stuff, because that's what they do to get each other back up. I love them. He's teasing her because she's like screaming because she's like afraid of free falling and stuff in midair, and they're talking, and she's like, I'll let you to rot next time you have a nightmare. It's just hilarious. Yeah, so he started touching his wings, and then he's like triggered, like not triggered, but he was just like shaking and stuff. Like she like shuddered. He shuddered. Like yes. And he said it was very sensitive. I just screamed. Ah! Okay, I'm not even gonna say anything about this, but it's just 401. You guys know what I'm talking about. Feyre is snapping so much in this book. I literally love her so much. Like wow, the character development with this girl is just spot on. So they're at the Court of Nightmares and they're playing parts. He's playing the part of the arrogant, annoying High Lord or whatever, you know. And she's played the part of his like pet or plaything or whatever, and they're like obviously saying stuff. And then Morgan's dad, who's a rat obviously, is like, you know, guess Tamlin's pet is owned by another master. And then she got so mad, she was like, okay. And she said to Kier in another voice, in a voice that belonged to another woman, perhaps I'll put Alicia on you. Yeah. Feyre just roasted Rhysand. They were talking, they were having this kind of halfway argument, and about how why can't you let, and then she started yelling at him like, why can't you let your friends see your face, because God forbid somebody covers over there and then sees everything and then they walk away, and who would blame them? Who would want to bother with that sort of mess? Why would you? How dare you, Feyre? I hate you forever. You would never let such a fetus who had been doing everything to help you and protect and love you. I just, oh my God. So Rhysand and her, oh my God, Rhysand and her are freaking training, and like they're just in a clearing or something. They're training and like, you know, go back and forth, normal stuff. And then next thing you know, 4 Spring Court Sentinels are behind them, and then somebody's other thing is Lucian. So she captured another cereal because they literally like attacked Rhysand or whatever, and then they were like whipping him. It was trash. And she saved him, but they like shot him with some poison called like bloodbane. So she trapped the cereal and was like, what's the cure? And she's like, if you wish to cure your mate. Wait, mate? What? Oh my God, she didn't know they were mates. Oh, they're talking, and then he finally decided to tell the entire story of Amarantha and the war and all that. It was just beautiful, and they were crying. It was nice. This is what I'm reading this book for. I swear, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm just gonna, my turn. My freaking turn, yes! Ah! You probably see me sweating right now because I've been jumping around and like flying. Anyway. Page 154, 554. It started earlier, but I don't care. It's just beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm just having a break. So they met with the queens again, and Rhysand had to give up Valeris because otherwise they wouldn't have trusted him. So he gave it up, and one of the other queens that wasn't there the first time gave him the book. We're all good. Everything is fine. They go back to Valeris. Rhys is away on something. And all of a sudden, people start attacking Valeris. No one knows about it. Why are we being attacked? The freaking queens gave up Valeris. That beautiful city. Oh my God. So they went to Highburn because they got the books and they're going to go and find a cauldron, blah, blah. They're down there and all of a sudden Jurian walks out. He's resurrected. And then the king of Highburn walks out and freaking shoots an arrow through Azriel's chest. I just can't. No, I swear to God, if he's dead, I'm gonna shoot myself. And then more like screamed. Oh no. So they're hauling Azriel and they're walking into a throne room. And the throne room door is shut. The king says to no one in particular, now that I've upheld my end of the bargain, I expect you to uphold yours. From the shadows near the side door, 2 figures emerged. I began shaking my head as if I could unsee it as Lucian and Tamlin stepped into the door. So he found out that Tamlin's stupid self still somehow thinks that she's brainwashed by Rhysand to love him and stuff, whatever. And the king of Highburn is like, you should behave because these 4 freaking queens, these traitorous little rats, bring in her freaking sisters. They freaking cut Cassian's wings all up. Wow. Oh, they did. Sir de Maas, stop. What are you doing? Oh, Rhysand was about to make a bargain with the king, and Feyre was like, no, I'm not having it. For the people I love, I'll do whatever. I don't care about the future anymore. I just need them to be alive and safe and whatever. So then she exploded or something in like light, basically like acting like she was like remade in a different type of way, like not Faye no more, but like she basically was like being set free or some stupid crap. Oh my god. And then she like looked at Tamlin and was like, Tamlin? And turned back and reset, like, what did you do to me? No! Oh my, no! Now, oh my god, she told the king to break the bond, and Reset was like, no, the whole time, what a mood, and then the king pointed at her, and she screamed, and like, there's like pain on her arm where the tattoo is. I'm just, no, he's on the ground roaring. I want to die. A crack sounded in my ears and the world cleaved in two as the bond snapped. I want to throw this book across the room. Look at this. Trash. Look. Finally, someone else's point of view. I'm just not okay already. So they're just talking and he was like, "Don't cheat, not your spy. Get her out." You know, this is Reese's point of view, obviously. And then she's like, she's like, mate, not my spy, and she is the High Lady of the Night Court. Clap. Turns out they got like married. I can't do the hand motion because I have a book, but married, and like before we knew, like we didn't know about it, and like it's just beautiful. And she's like, Feyre is the High Lady of the Night Court, my equal in every way. She will wear my crown, sit on the throne beside me. Never sidelined, never dedicated to breeding and parties and child rearing. My queen! Can we just talk about how epic this book was? I loved it so freaking much. It's just, wow. I just enjoyed it so much. It's just outrageous. Anyway, and the last line of the book is, and so Tamlin unwittingly let the High Lady of the Night